Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Clan Sakai Major League video for 2026. As you already know, this is our Major 1 lower division matchups, and we are back with another banger. I'm your host, Aries, today, joined by the Capybara here, and you already know it is going to be another match for our quarterfinals, match 3 between Royale Gaming and DOAA Academy. So if you guys did watch the other one, SSJ Space Station Jammin has 3-0'd Apex Gaming, and it was almost like a clean sweep here. But Apex Gaming were able to get one round here, but they unfortunately went down to the elimination round. Elimination round 1 to face off against Queens of Hearts. Now, I hope this is the last video for me to record the the lower division because I still need to get the grand finals out. But we'll see. If I still have space, I might keep going. If I don't, then I'll just continue on with the lower division matches. But yeah, so as we get on with our leaderboards here, DOAA Academy, they're the second team for DOAA here, and the players in those rosters are actually, players that used to be in the main DOAA team, and they'll be going against the number 3rd seed Royale Gaming here. So Royale Gaming are going to be a little bit at the head of the lead here for this match here, so it is going to be a banger here. As we take a look at our bracket here, Royale Gaming against DOAA Academy here, and the winner of that we either face off against Team 7 or Space Station Jammin here. And Royale Gaming, they're the first Spanish team to ever play in this tournament here, and if they lose, they're gonna have to go against Brawl Lock, and that is not going to be a good sign coming in from Royale Gaming here. So they want to win against DOAA Academy in this matchup here. But overall, between DOAA Academy, there's some players in there that you might actually recognize from our 2025 Champs tournament, but we'll get onto that a bit later on the video. But before we get started, Royale Gaming, they failed to qualify for the Champs here, and they didn't really make it too far here. But as we take a look at our predictions here, we're going to actually have DOAA Academy winning this match against Royale Gaming. I think they're a little bit of the stronger team, and they just had an unfortunate bracket and didn't really go their way here. But DOAA Academy, I think they're the strongest team coming into this tournament here. Royale Gaming, I really hope they win here because they are the underdogs for this match. But yeah, it's gonna be a very tough one overall. But Royale Gaming, they like I was saying earlier, they failed to qualify for the Sakai World Championships for 2025, failed due to losing in the LCQ. So they were not able to make it that far overall. But yeah, very sad match coming from them here. But now they have a chance to have a redemption arc against the second team of DOAA. DOAA Academy here, they've been playing for a while here, and they have been practicing a lot here. So take a look at the players here. We're actually going to be seeing Gregory, Nova, and Sky, and their 4th player is Person going against Doni, Gabo, and AA. So pretty interesting players here. I'm pretty sure you remember who Nova was. He used to play in LA Thieves before, then Sky used to play in No Game No Life, and then Gregory used to play in space. She said hi here. So take a look at the maps here. It's going to be Rings of Fire, Out in the Open, Sneaky Fields, Hard Rock Mine, and Hot Potato here. Take a look at predictions here. DOAA Academy are the favorites to win this match here. I think they're the really strong team going against Royale Gaming, and hopefully Royale Gaming is able to clutch up and use this as motivation. But anyways, so let's not get too much into the yap here. If you want to know more about it, come into the Discord and I'll tell you about it. But let's get ready for set 1 of Hot Zone. As we now get started with our first set here, Royale Gaming going to be running the Finks, Sirius, and a Bull going against a Amber, Crow, and an Alley the Alligator here. Already a perfect start coming in from DOAA Academy here. They're already starting to get aggressive here, and Gabo is able to get a really good kill off of Gregory here. Gregory's just trying to stay alive here. Is going to get a perfect burn. Nova actually getting some really good kills here. And Gregory, really wants to get some damage into the middle here. Is going to go for a super play. Tries to get something out of it, but doesn't really get too much out of it. And, the DOAA Academy, they have a lot of control to work with here. And Sky is starting to be a little bit of a problem here on the Alligator here. Really not giving them any opportunities here. And a perfect kill onto Royale Gaming AA here. And, he has to really get that much damage onto the safe here. But it is not looking so good right now. And Gregory trying to get some connections up to the middle here. Does have a hypercharge to work with. And Nova has to be careful with this Bull here, because if this Bull gets aggressive, it is going to be dangerous. And a nice defense coming in from Nova here. Sky able to help it out here. Now he's going to try to get aggressive onto the series here, and a perfect kill for Doe here, and actually playing this pretty well here. You know, Doe Academy has been playing so well right now, and they got so much control here. Royale Game is not able to get anything here, but the Fink Super is going to go down here. They're trying to play for the play here. AA trying to stay alive here. Now Gobble's the only one on the zone here, but they really need to catch up here. Look at that, 3 Alley the Alligators over here. I mean, 2 of them here, and they just get shut down by the main Alley the Alligator that's still alive here. Here comes Sky, trying to get aggressive here, looking for a connection here. He's going to get shut down here, but a perfect hypercharge from the Amber here. Nova playing this out of his mind here. And this is looking like a good set coming in from Doe Academy here. They're actually playing this pretty well here. Perfect defense here. Gobble's getting aggressive here. He actually shuts down Sky here. But this could be a good opportunity coming in from, you know, Royale Gaming here. You know, they really want to get this control here. And they don't want to, like, give out any solutions coming in for the team here. But, yeah, but I don't think it's still going to be enough here. But they're actually getting some pretty good defense here. But Gregory's able to stay alive and stay on the zone. And the first game is going to go to Doe Academy. As they've been playing this set so well here, they're starting to get a lot of value and a lot of damage onto the save here. And I mean, not the save, but again, a lot of zone time here. And as we now get ready for a game 2 here, you know, Doe Academy looking to close out this tournament early in the tournament. And, you know, they're going to have to play this perfectly. Here's Sky just trying to get a little wiggly here, looking for a connection here. Donnie does get a huge kill here. And now Gregory just trying to get some burns off of the Gobble here. And Gobble gets aggressive here and a huge kill onto Gregory here. Nova's the only one to stand, and that's going to be a good kill from Nova here. And that's going to put Doe Academy in the lead here. Now they do need to be careful here because Sky, you know, he's kind of crazy on the alligator, and he really wants to try, you know, be sneaky and try to get as many kills as he can. But it's almost impossible for him when, you know, you got 3 brawlers that are constantly on him. So Sky is looking to get away with it. Gobble goes for aggressive play here, and now this is going to be a better start coming from Royale Gaming as they start to get a little bit of the lead here. Sky gets a huge kill onto Gobble. And now the games are going to be played a little bit slow here. Donnie just trying to stay on the zone as much as he can here, but this Amber is just being a bit of a problem here. Here, it's going to be a problem, especially coming in from Royale Gaming here. But they do have a Gobble hypercharge, so this could be a bit dangerous coming in for their team here. But Royale Gaming, you know, starting to play this a little bit more better now, but they still need to get a little bit zone time here because Doe Academy are all in the zone here. Gobble trying to play aggressive and looks for a connection here. Takes down Sky here, but is also looking for Gregory here. But Gregory just barely stays alive here. You know, just trying to look for the connection, waiting for his teammate to come back so he can get the pinch going here. Donnie just trying to stay alive here, and Sky goes for an aggressive play here. And it's going to be a perfect start coming in from Doe Academy, and that's going to be a team wipe here coming in from them. And Royale Gaming really need to come back here, but here comes Gregory, going to activate the hypercharge, go for an aggressive play, and that's going to be a perfect hyper coming in from Gregory here. And this is looking like a set win coming in from Doe Academy. We have been playing very well in this set here, and they will be taking game number 2 here as Doe Academy will be taking set 1. Fortunate for Royale Gaming, didn't really have a good game here. As we take a look at the stats here, Nova is going to be the MVP for this match here. He's been playing out of his mind in this match here. But yeah, has been looking pretty good here. You know, Nova, back to the roster mania stuff. Nova used to be in LADs of Waltzy, and now Waltzy and Nova are together back with Doe here, and they actually formed the team together. But yeah, we'll get a little bit into that a little bit later. So now get ready for set 2 out in the open. Alright, as we now get started with our set 2 here, looking at the draft here, is going to be a Ruffs, Kit, and a Jean going against a Chester, Brock, and a Jesse. So, you know, a great sneak up from Gregory here, and Sky is able to finish off that kill here, but not gonna lie, man, the Doe Academy are really getting away with this Kit here. You know, the Kit's kind of a sneaky pick, so I guess I could see it, you know, sneaking around, trying to get as many tags in, you know, goes for some aggressive plays, but Royale Gaming, you know, especially as one of the strongest Spanish teams, really gonna have to look out for, you know, Gregory here. He's been like a bit of a Terrence here, and he's been doing like insane right now, and now Gregory's just trying to get a redemption arc in this match here. And look, he's trying to catch Gabble, but Gabble is looking to stay alive here. Wants to find something here. It's gonna take down Gregory here, but that's gonna be another kill from Sky here. And Royale Gaming really need to lock in this match here. You know, 1-0 in favor of DOAA here. They're already about to take another round here, and they're playing this perfectly here. Nova does have a super though, and you know the gene pool is definitely going to be like a very good pool coming in from DOAA Academy, which is going to allow them to get an early kill if they hit the shot. But here comes Gregory, like he's on the sneaky, being very sneaky on the left here. And, you know, they don't even know that he's there, but Gregory does get tagged out, unfortunately. If he was a little bit to the top here, he could have possibly got away with that. But they have to play this carefully here. Gregory waiting for another gadget here, trying to get a little sneaky here. And right now, Nova is looking for a gene pool, and Royale Gaming, you know, they have the hypercharge and a nice pool coming from Nova here, and a good teamwork coming in from Sky here. And Gregory just trying to get aggressive here, trying to find a connection here, but Royale Gaming is able to spot him out here, and Gregory is going to run back to Sky, going to keep him alive. Gabo just trying to make something happen here, but it is not looking good for Royale Gaming here because there's so many more brawlers for DOAA Academy. Gene Pool is going to go up here, tries to get anything, but doesn't really get anything. It's only up to AA, and AA goes for the stun here, but it's not going to be enough as DOAA Academy takes the first round. It has already been looking so good for them right now, and you know DOAA Academy have been playing out of their minds in this round here, but Royale Gaming struggling as the number 3rd seed. And you know, they are going against the number 6 seed here, and you know, DOAA Academy have a lot to prove in this match here. 1-0 in favor of DOAA Academy, and they already have a round, and here comes Gregory just trying to be sneaky, but has to be careful, because he might die here. He's very low here, he is going to get pinched out here, and it's only up to Sky to stay alive here. Perfect taps coming from Sky here, but now this is Royale Gaming. Now they start to get a little bit of the lead here, only up to Nova here. He really wants to try to fight for his gene pool here, but is looking not to feed any of them here. He's gonna sit back, wait for somebody to come out here so he can get his gene pool. And he does get the gene pool, and now gets traded out by Gabo here. So now finally a first round coming in from Royale Gaming here. And now this is where it starts to get dangerous here, because now Nova has the gene pool here, and so this could be a bit of a dangerous factor coming in from Royale Gaming here, because if Nova hits that gene pool, it's gonna probably be game over unless they're able to 1v2 here. But here comes Gregory trying to get sneaky, looking for a connection, does never get anything out of it, and he's mainly just looking for Royale Gaming AA. You know, he's been a bit of a problem on that Chester, and he does like crazy amount of damage here. You know, Sky just trying to stay alive. Gadget is going to be popped out, which is going to create a little bit of some space here. Gregory trying to find a connection here, needs to find a little bit of value here, but Gobble has a super, a nice gene pool from Nova here, which is going to take down that turret, but I think he could have went for one of the other guys to get a kill here. But you know, Gregory's just trying to play sneaky here, wants to find a opening here. Another gadget is going to be used from Sky here, and this is looking like a dangerous game coming in from Royale Gaming here, but I still think DOAA Academy should be able to win this here. Sky just trying to stay alive here. This could be a dangerous factor here. Sky's getting pinched out here. The super is going to go down here, and Gregory waiting for it. Tries to go for the hypercharge play, catches Gobble off guard. That's going to be a good game and a good round coming in from DOAA Academy here. The game is not over yet, but now Nova has a hypercharge. Gregory trying to get sneaky here, is not able to get anything out of it. And now the hypercharge is going to be in favor of Nova, and he's going to be looking for a target here. Donnie just trying to play out his life here. Really wants to contest against Sky here, but Sky is doing some crazy amount of damage here. And you know, Nova is looking for the gene pool, wants to find somebody. He's getting aggressive. He's looking for it. He's going to catch Royale Gaming AA, and Gregory is able to help him out on that. And that's going to probably be a set for DOAA Academy here, as Gregory's already getting sneaky, catches Gobble off a guard, and it's only up to Donnie to stay alive. And that's gonna be another set coming in from DOAA Academy, which is gonna put them 2-0 in the lead here, and also rounds 2-0 here. Not a very good game coming in from Royale Gaming here. As we take a look at the stats here, Nova is gonna be the MVP on that gene. He's been doing so much and getting so much like good taps here, but yeah. But anyways, back to a little bit of a roster mania story here. You know, Nova and Waltzy were in LFDs and lost to DOAA and Champs, and they decided to join Reggie's in this team. They made a couple of roster changes. But anyways, we'll get a little bit more into that a little bit later as we now get ready with set 3. Alright, taking a look at it, set 3. We just take a look at the draft here. It is going to be a Edgar, Chester, and a Crow going against a El Primo, Ems, and a Gale here. Pretty interesting comp coming from both teams here. Edgar is going to be on his Edgar here, so he likes playing that brawler here. But right now, Royale Gaming is starting to get a little bit more control in the middle here, and we're just trying to slow things down here. Mainly just trying to find out where Royale Gaming AA is, because that Ems could be a little bit of a dangerous brawler here. Gogi trying to get aggressive here, tries to make a play here, tries to go for the kill here. He does get the kill onto the Ems here, and Sky knows that there's a low El Primo here. And now this could be a potential goal here, but everyone's back alive to get the defense going from Royale Gaming. You know, DOAA Academy taking these 2 sets early here, which is going to put a lot of pressure into Royale Gaming here. Here comes Gregory, tries to go for an aggressive play here. Actually gets some pretty good damage here, and Gobbo just trying to play a little aggressive here, but the missed pass is going to give Gregory a free goal. And that's going to put DOAA Academy first up in the lead here. Sky does have a hypercharge to work with. This is where we get dangerous here, because Gregory has the hypercharge. Looking to find Royale Gaming AA. He does get a nice dodge here, but here comes Sky with the hypercharge. Tries to go for an amazing play here. And look at that beautiful super from Sky here. And DOAA Academy is playing out of their minds, and they're already got the first game. They're looking to speed run this 3-0 here, and they're playing out of their minds in this match here. Royale Gaming here need to figure out how they're going to break through, because DOAA Academy are playing out of their mind here. And Gregory looking to contest against Donny, goes for the gadget play and gets a kill onto Donny here. But right now, Royale Gaming need to figure out something here, because DOAA Academy are playing really good right here. Gregory just trying to stay alive here. Wants to catch AA off guard, but AA does pick up the kill onto Gregory here. Now Nova trying to stay alive here. Is going to have to play this very, very dangerously here, and they're going to have to figure out what they could do here. As Gregory's trying to get aggressive, looking to contest Gobbo. Gobbo gets a nice gadget. But right now the game is going to be a bit slowed here, going in from Royale Gaming here. Donny trying to get some tags onto the middle here, and a perfect teamwork coming in from AA here. Now Royale Gaming is starting to get a little bit more of a lead here. Gobbo trying to go for an aggressive play here, wants to go for the score here. Is going to try to walk it on in, but the perfect defense from DOAA Academy is going to allow them to hold on to the middle here. Sky is trying to go for a play here, and it's only up to Donny to keep the team alive. And now the ball is going to be passed down to the middle here. Gregory just trying to get aggressive here. Does have a gadget to work with, and Donny also has the gadget just to defend that. Gobbo is trying to go against Nova here. Nova shuts him down easily here, and it is not looking good for Royale Gaming here. They don't have too much time to work with here. Royale Gaming AA does go for the hypercharge play. Sky looking for an opportunity here. He has close to hypercharge here, and this could be a bit dangerous here. Gregory goes for an aggressive play here, trying to play aggressively, tries to get something, but it's not going to be enough. Gobbo breaks down the middle here. This could be a huge goal for Royale Gaming here. They're looking for something here, but Sky stops the ball, and that's going to be a perfect defense from DOAA Academy here. Royale Gaming is looking to get a goal here, and Gregory is looking to walk this on in here, but he knows Gobbo is a big threat here. He's going to have to play this a bit slow here, but look at Sky. He has the hypercharge. Hypercharge is going to go down from Nova here. It's going to create some space here. Here comes Gregory trying to go for a play here. Needs to play this safely here. A nice super from Donny here. But now this is where it starts to get dangerous here. Donny just trying to keep Gregory back here. And Gregory just trying to stay alive here. And he actually does get the kill onto Donny here. And Gregory is going to close that one here. Gobbo goes for a hypercharge play, trying to catch Nova off guard. The super goes down here, but this is going to look dangerous because Gregory's getting aggressive. And you know he's going to get crazy with it. He's looking for a team wipe here. Gregory going in for the battle here. That's going to be a huge kill from Gregory. And that's going to wrap up the entire tournament, as DOAA Academy will be 3-0 Royale Gaming, and they will be going to the elimination round to face off against Brawlock here. An incredible game going in from DOAA Academy here. They played out of their minds here, and Sky will be the MVP for this match here. I'm gonna have to give it to either Gregory or Sky taking the MVP for the whole match, because they play out of their mind here. But yeah, DOAA Academy looking to come back, and they are looking so hot in this tournament. But that's going to wrap up our lower division matchup for quarterfinals match 3. I'll see you guys in the next video, and consider subscribing.